Hello, Starseeds. Jennifer Angela, Trans-Teravan. It is June 28th, Wednesday, 2023, 2:26 p.m. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascending. As a reminder, these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If the reading does resonate, be sure to like, share, subscribe, send me a comment, let me know what you're thinking. Also, be sure to check out your moon and ascending signs. Those readings may have more messages for you as well. Okay, Gemini. We are continuing with the golden sun of Horus, where we look for the lessons. I've always said we are spiritual beings living a human experience, and we are here to learn how to create and manipulate energies, heal ancestral traumas, karmic bonds, relationships. But we are so bogged down by our everyday lives of work, home, family, that we tend to not realize the lessons we are learning and how they are influencing us in the current and moving forward into the future. So we will look into past, present, future lessons, subconscious energies you are bringing into these lessons, as well as the surrounding energies influencing you that you may not be aware. Then we will look into the reasons for these lessons and actions that can be taken to move forward through the lessons. Then we will look into warnings and obstacles to be aware, as well as potential outcomes and overall lessons learned. Then we will die down the energy with advice from Spirit and close it off with an oracle message. Okay, Gemini. Hope we are doing well. Let's see what lessons Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Ascending. Okay. Show me the current lessons Gemini is learning at this time. Current lessons. Current lesson. You have the Four of Pentacles. Foundations, holding on to something. Possibly trying to conserve energy, finances. Recent past lesson, the Page of Pentacles. The student planting a seed. This could be new job, new home, new financial investment. Future lessons. In for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascending. Future lessons coming in. You have strength, Leo energy, being able to tame the beast, stay calm, cool, collective. Okay. Subconscious energies. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The seed, the opportunity. Needing to take action. Surrounding energies. Four of Wands. Celebrations, could be marriage, foundation, opening of portals, stepping into power, stability. Reason you are going through these lessons, the Eight of Wands, alignment, force pushing forward. Actions to be taken, the Two of Swords. needing to see a truth, a new knowledge, and make a decision. Could be something you are blind to at this time. Main obstacle, the Two of Cups. A connection, relationship, seeing eye to eye, communication. Potential outcome, lesson learned, the Nine of Cups. Being emotionally stable with self, comfortable, your surroundings, being able to share your emotions. Overall energy, the Eight of Pentacles. Focused work on a task. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. Past relationships, connections, balance, your upbringing, childhood. Okay. Majors, we have 1, strength, the Leo energy. Staying calm, cool, and collective. Then we got that Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity for a new start. Foundations, celebrations. Making decisions, planting seeds of opportunity. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers. And we'll start off with this Eight of Pentacles, focused work. So this could have to do with home life or work life, because you got that Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles with the 8. So it's focusing on a work, learning a new task, planting a seed. Okay. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. The overall energies for Gemini. Main seed of Pentacles here for Gemini. Five of Swords. Losses, non-communication, strife. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Empress. Trying to birth something into the physical, a new idea, a passion. Possibly trying to do this on your own, feeling drained. The Wounded Warrior. Okay. So I could be speaking to entrepreneurs, first-time business owners. Trying to open up a business, bring it into the physical. Or it's starting a new business venture. Something that drives you, something you enjoy. Gives you that spark, that passion. A drive. Okay. Now in your current lesson, you have that Four of Pentacles. It speaks of foundational structures. Stability. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Current lessons. Use the Four of Pentacles here. Gemini. 10 of Swords. Ending of a cycle or a thought. 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Needing a balance, confusion and illusion. Leaving something that you've put a lot of work and time and energy into. Now it's looking at your options, trying to balance everything out. Creating a stable foundation. Okay. So it could be a new truth or a knowledge about what you are trying to build here. And it's needing to close off a cycle, balance, look at the options. Staying calm, present in the moment. Let's see what has brought us here. This Page of Pentacles. That Eight of Pentacles, which is in your overall. That trying to birth something into the physical, a new passion. Okay. This is trying to move forward with emotional connections, feeling a block, ending of a cycle, feeling stuck. So it's moving forward with your emotions. So this could be depression or anxiety, overthinking, trying to move away from this mindset, a new knowledge of possibly why or triggers. And it's now finding your place, moving forward with emotion. And passion, strength. But it's focused work on moving towards your happiness, a new passion, new emotions. Possibly leaving old emotional connections that are harmful. Clarify strength and the future lessons for Gemini. What is strength here for Gemini? Justice, balance, karmic income tax check. The Fool, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Wands. It's moving forward with your intuition and emotions, Gemini. A leap of faith, new ventures, alignment. Because you also have that Eight of Wands and the reason you are going through these lessons. It's a force pushing forward, following your intuition, giving it all up to Spirit, God, Source. A new path. A new physical opportunity, opening of portals, alignment, stability, balance, and justice. Clarify the subconscious. What is the pentacles here for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? That Nine of Cups, which is in your overall outcome and lesson, it's your emotional stability with self. Page of Cups, the Moon and the Hierophant, secrets revealed, foundational structures, spiritual beliefs, foundations, new emotional opportunities, new beginnings. So it's you bringing in intuition, secrets, the teacher, new structures. And getting a higher connection. That Four of Wands, that marriage or celebration, stability. Okay. Clarify the Four of Wands and the surrounding energies for Gemini. What is the Four of Wands here for Gemini? Queen of Wands, passion and emotion. King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Wands. It's a spinning of the Wheel of Fortune, taking action on your passions. That focused work. Waiting for your ships to come in. It's taking action, spinning the wheel. It spins in your favor. It's an alignment for your passions, possibly manifestations. But it's focused work on bringing a new idea into the physical, Gemini. And it's you trying to get out of your way, not overthink it, moving forward from emotional connections that possibly hold you back, a balance in your foundation, an alignment for your intuition to see the path ahead and be patient, have strength. Because there's cycles that you are going through right now, emotionally and mentally and spiritually. It's your foundational structure. It is building and changing. Spiritual ascension, that Eight of Wands. Okay. Reason for these lessons. Why is Gemini going through these lessons? Four of Swords, putting down disappointment, heartbreak. There's that strength in that Two of Swords again. Queen of Cups, being open and receptive. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We also have Leo. It's you seeing a truth, a new knowledge, needing to make a decision in the actions. It's being open and receptive to your intuition and taking that leap. Aligning yourself with what's coming and having no fear. But it's needing to make a decision about this. Being open and receptive to it, but also then enacting our free will and taking action. Seeing a truth and making a knowledge about this, or making a decision about this. Clarify the Two of Swords. Actions. Why is the Two of Swords here? Death, Scorpio energy. A change coming in. And I've always said you can't escape death or change. It's how we respond and react to it. Learning our strengths and weaknesses, making logical decisions. It's an offering. New connections. New emotional outlooks. And it's you looking at this, but then now there's conflict in the decision that needs to be made. There could be a fear of the change that comes along with this. But if you want to bring whatever this is into fruition, it's you needing to move forward with your emotions and intuition. The energies around you, your connections, relationships. Is it aligned with what you want to move forward with in the future? And it's you needing to take action. Align with changes that are coming in. And it's looking like you do have this knowledge, this teaching. Secrets are being revealed. You're going with your intuition. You are aligning with this. But now there's a decision that needs to be made to move forward. And it may have to do with emotional connections in your biggest obstacle. Seeing eye to eye. Okay, let's see. Clarify the Two of Cups. And the warning. What meaning does the Two of Cups bring for Gemini? Ace of Swords. Sword of Truth. Possibly needing to see a truth about a connection. Depression, disappointment, toxic energies. Finances, foundation. Could be turning your back on a connection. Focusing on some loss. Could be shutting off your emotions because of pain in the past with connections. Possibly a fear of losing your stability, your foundation. Could be a toxic home environment or a work environment that you need to be aware of. Okay. So we're focusing on moving forward with a passion, a new idea that you have had, and it's planting this seed, but it's not overthinking it, Gemini. It's needing a balance. Leaving things that are holding you back in your foundation, looking at your options, giving it all up to Spirit, God, and Source, following your intuition, aligning with what your passions are, your emotions. Being present and in the moment and listening to your body, mind, and spirit. Being open and receptive to seeing a truth and this alignment coming in. It's taking a chance, taking action. Making logical decisions, but it's like you could be going back and forth with your emotions and seeing a truth that there may be something toxic that needs to be removed in your physical and emotional. It's connections. Overall outcome and lesson. It's your emotional stability with self. Being our authentic selves. Wielding that sword of truth. Clarify the Nine of Cups and the potential outcome. Lesson learned. Why is the Nine of Cups here? That Queen of Wands again. Passion and emotion. Ace of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Page of Wands. A new passion, emotion, intuition. Going against the grain. Financial struggle, poverty. Being left out in the cold. This could be a passion to help the unfortunate. Seeing pain and it driving you to make a change. Sharing your emotional experiences. I'm getting this could be like a nonprofit organization. Somebody trying to bring something into the physical that could help others. And it's you possibly having trouble getting this off the ground. Being in a wounded state, overthinking it, needing a balance. Stop overthinking it. Go with the flow, listening to your intuition, messages coming from Spirit, God, and Source. Being open and receptive to hearing the message coming in, Gemini. And then being able to take action with our free will on the opportunities coming in and aligning with those energies. Okay, Gemini. Let's die this down with advice from Spirit. But it's needing to take a step back, Gemini. You're focusing on trying to bring something in. It's like trying to start something, an idea, a passion. And it's trying to plant this seed in fertile soil so that it has the opportunity to grow. But it's you possibly overthinking it, being too emotional, needing a balance. You could be in this illusional fog and it's needing to take a step back, ground yourself, have that conversation with Spirit, God, Source, the communication, being open and receptive to hearing the messages coming in and seeing a truth, aligning yourself. Like we all have strengths and weaknesses, and it's acknowledging what those are and then trying to balance those out. Equal give and take within connections, situations, But it's being aware of overthinking losses, like beating a dead horse, obsessing over outcomes. But it's looking like you're trying to make a change with your emotions. It's like being happy, but also it's looking like you're trying to spread this or share this or teach this with the Hierophant. New connections, new outlooks. Bringing it into the physical, planting the seed, being the ripple, being the change you want to see in the world, Gemini. Okay. Advice moving forward for Gemini through these lessons. Advice for Gemini. And we got an extra. The Emperor. Making decisions for the collective. Stepping into your power, authority. King of Swords, logical decisions, offerings being made, balance. Ending cycles, burdens, oppression. So it's needing to ground yourself, ending cycles, getting rid of the fat, the burdens that are not ours to begin with, that we hold for others. So it's looking like you are learning how to get out of your own way, Gemini. Stop overthinking. It's balancing your emotions, looking at your options, aligning yourself with your intuition. So it's looking like you learning how to listen to yourself, Gemini, and what you want emotionally, physically, passionately. It's possibly you always being on your own, but possibly doing things for others and never getting anything in return. So it's leaving that and putting all that energy and time and focus into self and going after your passions. And then if you're wanting to share that with others, it's giving from your overflow. You cannot give from an empty cup, Gemini. It's looking like you're learning about balance, equal give and take, what you put into connections and what you get back. If it is not a balance or equal, it's leaving this connection or this emotional mindset because it holds you back and drains you and does not fill your cup to be able to help others in the future. So it's an ending of cycles. Getting rid of burdens that are not ours. Choosing our battles and our responsibilities or our obligations. Okay, let's close this off with a message from Kali. Let's see what Kali has for Gemini. So it's needing to sever ties that hold us back or are not aligning with what we want to do in the future. Because it's you being overwhelmed, the wounded warrior, and now it's you focusing on your passions, your emotions, relationships, and stability, and what you are getting back from these connections. And then trimming the fat, following your intuition, making logical decisions, grounding yourself, building a foundation for self so you can continue to help others in the future if that's what you choose to do, Gemini. Okay. Advice moving forward. Gemini through these lessons. Chinamaste. 20. Decision making. Paths. Okay, Gemini. The 5th of the Mahavidya wisdom goddess is a most shocking form of Kali, Shinamasta. She is the divine feminine avatar, self-decapitated and partaking of the blood that emerges from her throat. The name Chinnamasta translates as beheaded. She signifies a powerful activation of the spiritual path through the confrontation of oppressive behaviors, self-limiting attitudes, and intellectual dominance of intuition. The head is the symbol of the known, of thinking, of forms of authority. It is the head that wears the crown, the sign of status and power. Unrestrained by authority, she is able to overpower it. For our human selves, the head is the locus of control. So during a Chinnamasta initiation, she will not understand what is happening, and you won't know how everything is going to turn out. This is as it is meant to be, and not something you need to worry about or fight against. Chinnamasta is potent medicine for liberation. Her graphic iconography differentiates her from other forms of Kali that wear her favorite accoutrements of severed heads and skull garlands. Chinnamasta's severance is of her own head. This represents self-liberation. We do not need to wait for another to intervene. She knows the way to save ourselves is to move from inner courage and inner wisdom. That strength card, being able to stay calm and collective, being open and receptive to the alignment coming in, going with the flow. Where were we? We do not need to wait for another to intervene. She shows the way to save ourselves, to move from inner courage and inner wisdom. Her presence can indicate a time when you must trust yourself completely, Gemini, without external support systems to rely on. The belief and constructs that once supported you will no longer be able to do so. Success cannot come from the tried and true paths of the past. You are evolving beyond that. It is time to rest in the void and allow for a new way to emerge. Despite the inherent violence in the image, Chinnamasta is not dead. Blood is flowing. She is very much alive. No matter how severe the challenges you are encountering, no matter what you let go of which you once identified with or cherished, your life shall continue, Gemini. You, the real you, which is not who you thought you were, is breaking free into more life, not less. Sometimes the old systems have to fall for the new order to be established. Things will never be the same because your real self is powerful enough to shed the false layers and radiate its inner beauty and wisdom more freely. Her partaking of blood symbolizes the capacity to be nourished and fed by change rather than devastated or destroyed by them. It is reassurance that at a deeper level you are gaining something from the chaos and deconstruction in your being and your life. As you continue to move through the process of change, you will gain energy for something new. Chinnamasta is self-nourishing through the spirituality conscious application of destructive energy. Chinnamasta shows us that transformation is not about trying to change others. It is about tackling our views, our fixed identities, and our attachments to power and status. Even if a situation is causing pain, and it appears to be under the control of another person, Chinnamasta indicates us into using our spiritual power to free ourselves. Her teaching is that we have the means to become free within us, manifestations. We do not need to control outer circumstances or other people. Within us is the energy we need to continue our path. We can draw what we need from within. Chanamasta leads us into deeper terrain where we can release tendencies of self-sabotage through ignoring our intuition, truth, and needs. We have the power to get out of our own way. So it's not being our worst enemy, that self-sabotage. Closing off the cycles of self-sabotage. It's the negative talk we put on ourselves, the fears, anxieties, depression, mourning losses, being attached to outcomes, saying, I will be happy when and if this is accomplished. It's being open and receptive to being happy in the now, grounding yourself, having the strength and knowledge knowing it's not always going to be smooth sailing, Gemini. But as long as you are able to stick to your passions, your emotions, your morals, your compass, and still keep going towards what you want to manifest into the physical, you are divinely guided and protected. It's going to be a struggle. Things that are easily given are easily taken. If you want something structural and sound, it's doing the work. Putting in the time, the energy, the finances, and building a foundation. Not knowing how it's going to turn out. But as long as you are still going towards your path and following your intuition, your happiness, anything that comes in is just knowledge and experience to get you to your destination. So it's staying on the path, Gemini. Following your gut, following your intuition, your passions. Being your biggest cheerleader. Leaving things that hold us back. Not trying to help others constantly build their dreams or like holding their hand through the process and not getting anything in return. It's working on your foundation first to make sure it is structural, it is sound, it is stable, it has good intent, positive vibes and energy. So it's following your gut, your intuition, your relationship with Spirit, God, Source. Continuing on your path, gaining that balance, that structure, and that foundation, and leaving behind anything that will thwart that, Gemini. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, send me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. But it's also, like I said, I see you trying to help others and trying to be that teacher, that light. But it is first making sure that your wiring, your energy, your foundation is sound. And it's giving from your overflow. You cannot give from an empty cup, Gemini. So as I say, Gemini, stay bright, stay positive. Love and light, Starseed. Have a good one. Bye.